Hey everyone, welcome to our live. Hope everybody's having a great day today on this Wednesday day. I'm actually going to drop my chair down a little bit. Woo! Okay, I think that's better. All right, so we are going to get started. So we're doing a summer look. I actually loved the eye makeup I had on with the purple. I'm just going to bounce it up a little bit so we can kind of draw on that. It was kind of fun because it was very neutral on top, but then I had the purple underneath, and that was with the World palette. So we're going to continue to use that. I'm actually going to apply some Velvet Veil real quick. And I normally apply this right after my moisturizer and sunscreen and before I airbrush. So I get all of this on. And I'm going to apply that. Now, every time we do these live chats every day, Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday. We do them starting at 8 a.m. I don't know, my little mouse, there it is. Starting at 8 a.m. and going until 4. And then on Fridays, we're here from it's 8 and 10. And so they're for you guys. They're for you to learn about Luminous, ask your questions. If there's anything you guys want to see, let us know so we can implement those into our live chat. So Velvet Veil is something that everybody loves. So I always like to kind of point that out as well. But we also always go over our starter kit. So let me go over that real quick. Now, this is our icon. We also have the Icon Pro, which looks exactly the same, except it has 2 speeds and it's a different color. And then we also have the Legend. So all the instructions are going to be the same. They're applied the same, just the Pro is going to have 2 speeds. Now, with that, it does come with makeup. So not only are you getting the system, but you're also getting the makeup. And that comes with 2 bottles of foundation. And we give you the 2 because we want you to practice. Think of the starter kit as your practice kit. So get in there and get working. And then we also give you the 2 bottles so you can color match 365 days a year. And that way you'll never be without the wrong shade because you will be able to mix and match. If it comes in an airbrush bottle, it can mix together. We also give you Love and Blush, and the blush is high pigmented, so only a couple of drops, because keep in mind with Luminous, you're going to be using 10 times less makeup. And so of how it goes on, how it's applied, all of that. I'm going to have to move this so I can see my my notes or my the messages. All right, so is that the one I want? No, it's on the wrong side for me. So this getting started right here, get it out and get working. I mean, we want you to plug it in, get it going. It comes already put together, which is the great thing. So you don't have to worry or struggle about putting it together. But just practice. So do the following things here and you will have it down. We do tell you to, it's going to take some practice. Don't expect to be an expert the very first time. But if you do the following things, if you practice, if you can practice on a piece of paper or even some like a paper towel, you're going to learn each and every time you use it. All right. So hello, Brenda. How are you? Hello, Candy and Jeannie. Good to see you. All right. So let's go ahead and we're going to keep moving. So I have my Velvet Veil on, and with the Velvet Veil, hey Amber, good to see you, babe. With the Velvet Veil, you want to go into airbrushing because with Velvet Veil, even though it feels like velvet on your face and your face feels so smooth, it doesn't allow for a lot of movement. And so with the concealers, you have to be super careful because if you're using a traditional concealer, it might not be good to use with Velvet Veil because it won't move. But you can try it. There's always an exception. So you can try it. Maybe you're using Velvet Veil to help you not be oily in your T-zone area. And so if that's the case, you can put it here, T-zone. here, and then maybe you can put the, you know, if you use a regular concealer underneath the eye. So that's always an option as well. Just a heads up, I don't see any Facebook messages. So I don't know if it's coming through or what the deal is. I don't know. So we'll figure it out. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I actually am going to use Glow. Now, Glow is a true highlighter, so there's no shimmer or anything in it. But because I tanned, and it's going to be a little bit too light. I don't want it to stand out as much as it would right now. So I'm going to put 1 drop of my foundation in with the Glow just to tone it down a little bit. So I'm going to mix those together. And now I can use that underneath my eyes to do some highlighting here. Or actually, you know what I want to do first? I can leave that still in. I'm going to pop up my eyes a little bit more because I can do that now, because if anything falls, I can sweep it off and not mess up my, there's like a hair in my face, not mess up the foundation. So I'm going to take this color and I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to have to use one other color, I think. That's a duplicate. Let's see if this one is it. Yeah, let's use that one. So I'm using, this one's called the Rainforest, but it's the World and Earth. No. These are the Celestial, and there's another one, but it's our, oh my gosh, why did I just go blank on the names? This is the Rainforest collection and Celestial collection. All right, so I'm going to use Awaken, which is a peachy, kind of a peachy color. And I'm going to put that on my lid. I used Empowered in the Moon palette for the crease, but I want to jump up this a little bit more. So using a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm going to just pack that color right on. Now, maybe later on this week, I'll show you, you can put concealer on and then pack it on that, and it really pops. It just depends on how much you want it to pop. So I'm going to do that. See how it, I mean, see what little bit that changes it. And I like this brush, how it's shaped, because it does go like right in there to the corner. And I'll get that one up a little bit more. So it really does lighten up the eyes. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and with Empowered, I'm going to go in there and just kind of redefine the crease color. We must not be getting any of the Facebook comments. I don't know why. All right, so I'm going to go back in here and just deepen that just a little bit. So I'm just giving it a little more contrast from what I had. And I'm just applying this right on top. The very first thing I did, I had Airbrush Blush as eyeshadow, and this is all going on top of that. Again, because how airbrush goes on, it's not going to pile up. Everything looks very natural. Now I'll do another flat one, but I'm going to use the tip. And don't have any water. Well, I have the water I'm drinking, but I'm not going to use that. So I'm actually going to, yeah, doesn't it? So Jeannie said the lighter eyeshadow really opens up your eyes. And that shows you guys when you're doing, I always recommend do something different before you take your makeup off in the evening, because little things like that will show you what a difference little changes can make. And so you wouldn't know that if you didn't practice it. All right, so I just wiped off this brush, which made it a little wet. And I'm now going back and enhancing the purple that's there. Because it is wet, you can always wet the eyeshadows and it makes it more creamy. So you can do that. You can do it with flat. I mean, you can just do it with water. Like, you know, in the sink where the drain is, there's always a little bit of water right there. You can just put the brush in that. And do it like that. See how you can already tell it's very like, bam, and I love it. Love it. It's bam in your face. All right, I'm gonna wipe this brush off. What's funny is I used a makeup remover wipe to wet the brush to apply makeup. So I'm gonna clean these off real quick. And now I'm going to take, I think I'll just take a little fluffy brush and make sure that all the makeup is, all the eyeshadow that maybe that had flaked off is gone. So I just swiped it with a fluffy brush. Now I'm going back to my glow and one drop of my foundation, and I'm going to put that underneath the eyes and kind of blend it down. But it's going, I start the movement first. As soon as I feel the coolness, once I release the product, I start moving down. Remember, there'll be overlap, but not, look at those disappear. Bam! There'll be overlap, but you're not going to go in the same spot twice on one pass. All right. So there we have some highlight, and it's light enough to give me a highlight, but not as light as it could be, because I did add a drop of my, I'm gonna cover my nose a little bit too, because I added a drop of my foundation in with it. All right, now I'm going straight to the foundation, and I'm putting the Silk 4-in-1 in there, and I start with my pass. So I emptied out the glow that was in there. There will be overlap. I won't have to go up as much because it will, I don't want demarcation lines, but I don't have to go up as much because I still want it light underneath my eyes. And I'm just thinking, I don't know if I have mascara in here. I'll have to find some. So I'm blending. All right, so now I can tell it's empty. I'm gonna look to make sure if I need any more. Now, we did talk about this earlier as well, because I'm a little darker since I I did the tanning tonic. And so there should never, you should have enough foundation to either lighten or darken. Like glow can lighten any foundation. You could do like get a shade 2 to 3 times darker than your normal shade, so you can always change that up if you need to. But if you don't, and so right now you can see that I'm a lot lighter here, and is it going to be off? I can take the Cut One palette or the Belize palette. Maybe I'll do the Belize since I never get a chance to do that one. So I'm going to take the Belize two-tone bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my face, contour my face with that. And what that will do is help tie everything together. And it won't be as dramatic of a change. Thank you, Miss Amber. Go in my jawline. Right there. So see how that's not much. I'm still light here, but it still ties in to my 10. All right. Now I'm going to take a blush brush and add just a little bit of pink in the Charming blush right here. Whoops, right there, to kind of my high cheekbone area. To really kind of lift the look. Like so. All right. Now that's the other thing is I love the fact, thanks Candy. I love the fact that you can mix everything together. So it doesn't have to be all airbrush. It doesn't have to be all traditional. You can mix and match. So I am taking the exposure highlighter in rose gold. I'm going to do just a little bit right here. And blend that. Might got a little bit hot. Now, when you're doing the something like this, something that a little creamy, what's the word I'm going to say? Pat it up. Now, I did rub it, so it did mess up my nose a little bit. But am I going to freak out about that? Nope. Because all I have to do is get my airbrush back and just airbrush over it. Like that. And then I'm going to let that completely dry so it's nice and blended. I love using these. You can use them before, you can use them after. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You just tap. Even if I do it on, oh, you know what I want to try though? And maybe I'll try that tomorrow, is the Velvet Veil with that luminizer, whether the rose gold or the bronze, because we did the Velvet Veil today with just by itself, and Velvet Veil you can wear by itself, but I want to see if it works on top of Velvet Veil, because that would be gorgeous. If you had your Flawless Skin from Velvet Veil and then you were able to put those on top, that would be kind of nice. All right, so let's see. I might add a little bit more peach or pinky there. And I don't know where. Hold on. I have one here. Wait, is this one? I don't know where my mascara went. I need to bring one in here. Oh, no, I do have it. Okay. I was like, did I lose it? I'm going to curl my lashes real quick. And I'm only going to curl the inside because the ends of mine are already curly curl. But curling your lashes makes such a difference. It really does open up your eyes. All right. So now I'm going to take the mascara. Using the larger body to get the mascara on, and then the nice little tip to straighten the lash. Okay. Chic, chic, chic. And I'm sorry if you're on Facebook and I can't see your questions. I'm gonna have to go back and look on Facebook. And I like how this tip of the mascara goes in, because it's so hard sometimes to get like those lashes right close to your nose without hitting your nose with the mascara wand. And so I like that it makes it easier for you. I'm gonna separate those out like so. All right, let's see if I can do one other thing. Nope, I don't have it. All right, so now I'm gonna add my lips. And this is my favorite I've been talking about. I finally remembered to get it. Unicorn. And I am just putting this bad boy on by itself. With Unicorn, you can tell like how it's so iridescent. It's so beautiful. And so it does have that purple color to it. And so it's going to, it goes great with the eyes because it's going to grab. It goes great with the pink in my cheeks, all of that. It'll just grab that, those colors. Let's see. Jeannie asks, since I'm super fair, could I add foundation to the bronzer? Yes, girl. Yes. Yes. Remember, if it comes in an airbrush bottle, big or small, you can mix it. So most certainly, mix, do a couple of drops of foundation, a couple of drops of bronzer, mix those together if you need a light, especially if you like the shimmer bronzer, most certainly mix those bad boys together. Put on a little more. I am digging my eyes. What I wanted to do, and I don't have the brown here, I was going to put the brown Persuasion eyeliner on top just to show you like how to step it up or change it if you needed to. Just if you wanted to. You don't have to, obviously, but a thin, small line would also make your lashes look thicker. Although I do like the openness of no eyeliner there, where you have the depth from mascara, but you don't have to have that eyeliner on all the time. So that's my 2 cents. So there you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been so fun being with you guys. We'll be back tomorrow for our Thursday. And I can't believe it's already Thursday. Woo! Week has flown by, but we'll be back tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.